This is a video, very important video. It was stolen and they put it on the internet. The real moon-making film. This is the original video. This is the leftover films that was stolen and they put it. They're making the film of the moon.
We cannot believe you are on the fucking moon. Repeat, cannot fucking believe it. Over.
This is a movie about Mars, but they didn't go to Mars. They made the movie. This is video they made when they go to Mars, but they didn't put it, you know. This is... They are attached wires to them.
I can see already.
This is simulation, manned space flight. They made the simulation. The people, they think they're making a simulation, and they put this film as if they went to the moon. These are the files.
Like this. I honestly think you
simulation.
Want to sit down calmly. Take
all
the stress pill and think things over.
This is the file of the simulation. They make it. Okay. Now we will watch the last video. The last video, the Eurostation. We know that there is a station in the upper space.
The future of space exploration, the emerge of private space sector and daily life in space. These are among the topics we discussed today with two special guests from International Space Station.
And they are in the International Space Station, okay?
Terry Bird,
an Italian girl and one American. They are in the space station.
The current ISS commander, and Samantha Cristoforetti, the first Italian female astronaut in space.
The first female astronaut in space, in the space station.
Hi Terry, buongiorno Samantha. Thank you very much for joining us on Euronews. I would like to start by asking how you feel about the other three crew members returning to Earth. As the next crew will arrive at the end of March, do you feel a bit lonely up there in space?
You know, it was sad.
And what comes after the International Space Station once its mission is over?
Listen what he will answer.
How do we ensure the presence of humans in space?
Well, that's a great question. The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with.
They will launch the Orion capsule. We will watch, you see what the Orion capsule is.
Humans on board.
With humans on board. Okay.
Well as landers or other
listen now very well.
Components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit.
We can only fly in Earth orbit now. It's 200 miles in the second layer. Did we all hear that? We fly only Earth orbit. He's speaking from the space station.
We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And
this is the farthest we can go.
New system that we're building is going to allow.
That's only 230 miles. The farthest you can go.
Also go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids.
They will go to the moon, Mars, and this is the farthest you can go. You just
right. There's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
This is now the latest rocket launch in NASA is making. This is the latest. This is the latest. We see where they have reached. This is from NASA. We will listen to this.
Orion is getting ready to
Orion, he was speaking about this.
launch. My name is Kelly Smith, and I work on navigation and guidance for Orion. Orion is NASA.
This is on navigation on NASA, okay? The spokesman of NASA. You remember this capsule? In '67, they went to the moon with this. They're making again. Why? We see now.
It's next generation spacecraft. Built with versatility in mind, it can take astronauts deep.
It can take astronauts, okay. Human.
Into space than we've ever gone before. To an asteroid, or even
they can go to an asteroid, to Mars. They can take astronauts.
On Mars. For these missions, Orion has to be one tough spacecraft.
It must be a tough spacecraft.
Withstanding high speeds, searing temperatures, and extreme radiation. Before we can send astronauts into
Before they send astronauts
the space on Orion, we have to test all this.
They want to test the capsule. Before they send astronauts, they will test the capsule, okay.
Systems. And there's only one way to know if we got it right. No astronauts will be in space.
They will send the capsule without astronauts. 40 years ago, they went to the moon. They will test now without astronauts. This is the latest.
The spacecraft is loaded with sensors to record and measure all aspects of the flight in every detail. It all begins with launch, aboard in Delta 4, as the spacecraft and the upper stage begin their first lap around.
They will go out from the Earth and will make a lap after they will go to space station.
Earth. Mission Control in Houston is monitoring the progress of the flight. Orion's over 100 miles up, going about
It's 100 miles up, okay? There is oxygen also.
17,000 miles per hour. Just as it passes over the Indian Ocean, we lose communication.
When the rocket arrives at 100 miles of the Indian Ocean, they lose communication. Why they don't use the ionosphere to communicate?
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belt.
They reach the Van Allen belts. where the sun rays come. They will reach there, okay.
An area of dangerous
Dangerous, okay.
radiation.
Oh, but Apollo, it made 40 years ago. They tell it's dangerous.
Radiation like this can harm the guidance systems.
Radiation like this harm the guiding system, not the human beings. Even the machines will be broken.
More computers or other electronics on Orion.
All the electronics will be destroyed.
Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice.
They will pass twice. One out, one inside.
Once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors
They will test the vehicle and its shield before sending humans. They are testing. They didn't test it 40 years ago.
board will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve
Scientists to study. They will study it. They didn't study before. They study new.
all these challenges before we send people through this region.
So they haven't studied the Van Allen belts. They are studying it new.
Space. It's great to be a part of this first space flight for Orion, and we're looking forward to beginning a new chapter in human space exploration.
This is the latest technology. They are under Earth orbit and they are studying. You see the Quran, what you can't go out of the atmosphere. If you can go. Still now they didn't. Okay, thank you for watching. I took your time. This time was long. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anybody has questions or you won't go to sleep? Anybody has any question? You have any question? Mr. Avedis, you have any question?
I don't have question, but I have to tell you thank you very much. I don't have question. I have to say to you thank you very much for your intensive work and hard work to show us something very interesting, and we are expanding our knowledge. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's a fun for me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Ara, for your hospitality also. Bye-bye.
Well,